Alrighty. Well. We are here to see the aftermath of yesterday's intense episode, or at least intense ending, to say the least. See who dies. A lot of people in the comments speculating the death might come from a car accident because of drunk Nathan and not the actual impaler storyline. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm going to let today's episode play out before that happens. Because I just don't know how you could have a climax to the storyline and not do something after torturing us for months. But if it's Derek, it's kind of a cop out too. So we'll see how it all goes down. Good afternoon, Diane. Welcome back to the chat. Hope you're well. As usual, I will say I'm usually a minute behind on my Paramount Plus live stream compared to CBS. And I'll be typing notes furiously if it's as good of an episode as yesterday. Me too, Diane. Me too. All right, mine is beginning with Deanna and the Cotillion. I heard Drone Nathan. What a tie. Hello, Bookcella. Welcome. Okay. I figured Jacob was all right. Shocker. It's Derek. Hello, Denise. Hello, Bobby. We are getting our aftermath from yesterday. Derek is a cop out death, though, I will say. And I think we might need to enjoy this week because the weeks of Ashley grieving and Ashley and Grace and shit, it's a no from me. I don't know why Joey just gives Randy so many chances. Hello, Aaliyah. Sorry you're sitting in a mall. Hopefully it's you're getting some good stuff at the mall. Hello, DGF. Welcome. You are on time today. Well, have fun at the mall, Aaliyah. Hello, Kaiwan. Hello, Ray Ray. You hear my typing? Sorry, I'm going to be typing furiously today. Hello, Z Hicks. Aaliyah, it's likely Derek because he was shot. I try, Ray Ray. Looks like Chessie won. Oh my god, honestly, the Duprees are gonna get on my nerves with this. I mean, Ray Ray, I've come around to Derek. It should be Ashley instead of him. Always should have been. Hello, GB. It's likely Derek who will be dying today. I mean, I feel like the Duprees are gonna show more fire over this Deb decision than they did for fucking Leslie all that time ago. Bobby, I would assume Samantha. GB doesn't care about Derek. uh, Ray Ray says, I was thinking Leah would die because I heard 3 months ago that she only signed a 50 show deal or something like that. So I just assumed. I thought she was a big possibility too last week, but they weekly set up Derek's death this week, I guess. Bobby says Leah trying to help save Derek to get a light sentence. That must be what she's doing. Hello, Miss Blue, who says Derek has always gotten the short end of the stick. He has from the writers, for sure, especially in comparison to Ashley, who they just continue to try and make happen. And Fetch still is not happening. I don't care if there's a few people like Grayson and Ashley, they're a good couple. I think they have chemistry. It's stupid. They fucked a few times and now they're acting like they're in love and Grayson's gonna make her power of attorney for his mother. Stupid. Yeah, Taiwan, I'm at commercial for a drug. Surprise, surprise. All right, mine is back to Jessica and Ty about to get freaky. I don't know. I think Daddy might find them together. Bobby says maybe someone will bump Leah up before giving up the big boss name. Yeah, I'm sure the Impaler might. I mean, Tyrell should not be upset that they didn't stay. Ray says Pisces for the first time ever. They put an ad in your live. I got a Ralph's commercial. I miss Ralph's in LA. Anastasia is a lot. So Anastasia did try and cheat. Think it was drunk Nathan that the name. Where the hell are Nathan's parents? Yeah, it was drunk ass Nathan. Well, Leah's under arrest. Maybe she'll just go to prison and not die, which is underwhelming. DGS says if Derek got popped saving Grace and Ashley's gonna glitch. For one, I don't know if I care. For two, I don't know if she will. The way she mistreated Derek and the way she treats Grayson after a few fuck sessions. Bobby says Nathan stole the car. Looks like in his drunkenness. It is a little underwhelming so far compared to yesterday's episode, I fear. Miss Blue says, I'm glad that Nathan is still there and is not driving. Yeah, me too. I thought they were going to go that direction as well. Book Jealous says Chessie is about to be stripped. Yeah, I guess she's going to be humiliated thanks to her stupid grandma. Ray Ray says Derek trying to be a hero was always going to be the way he died, saving a cat, walking in fire, going across the burning roof, or doing dumb shit, period, going to the warehouse. True. He did like to Try and be a hero and do dumb shit. Hello, Dee Dee. Welcome. Diane says maybe Leah's going to have a heart attack at the police station. I guess that's possible too. Bobby Bobby says Derek got a death wish. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome back. Book Child says, remember when we used to have commercials and now we all we get is drug and political ads and sometimes a hygiene ad. It's true. That's all I have. And CBS commercials for their shows. Oh my god, I'm so shocked it was Samantha. Oh my god. Oh, I'm underwhelmed. Book Child says, poor Chassie, she's been crowned with humiliation. Bobby Wobby says Francesca did it right at the end. Yeah. Oh, even worse. Deanna wants to have ice cream with Vanessa. Yeah, Samantha won DGF. Oh yeah, Ashley's there for Derek. I feel like we've done this before. I have deja vu with goddamn Ashley and Derek. Ugh. Still don't care about Ashley. I don't care. DGF says Ashley's hair hasn't been this styled in a minute. I didn't even notice. I was trying to not pay attention to the nonsense. Kaiwan says it's sad if Derek dies because I thought he'd be good for the other sister. Who? Eva? He was good with Shanice. Well, they tested that and then didn't go there. Book Chalice says Ashley is having a harder time crying than Vanessa. DGF says the hair was my cue to the big scenes ahead. Teflon TV says Derek gonna die. They took him off the main cast for a reason. Well, they should have killed Tomas instead, who they also took off the main cast. But they still force feed us that cardboard cutout. Have Cat weighed down with him. Kathy says, "Don't forget boring Ashley." True. There's plenty of dead weight. I mean, Derek is still dead weight, I will say, but they still did not pick the best dead weight to kill off. Hello, Lulu. Welcome. Who says poor Derek? I mean, I guess they had to kill someone with this story, but I feel like they're killing off someone who wasn't even involved with the Impaler storyline. I got a weather alert, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it when it comes back. Goddamn thunderstorms. Y'all gonna have to tell me what's happening. Well, actually, I can see it now, but I can't hear it. Not missing much with Ashley crying. Lulu says Ashley seems to be having a hard time crying on cue. You're not the first person to say that in this chat. DGF says Tomas Insta hit my timeline. He's really a salsa instructor and surprise, a physical therapist. I wonder if someone just plopped him onto BTG without training. Seems like because he most came alive during that dancing scene a few weeks ago. Miss Blue says, I thought Derek had chemistry with Leslie too. I don't know if I would have wanted that per se, but Teflon TV says Miss Blue, that's nuts to say that boy can't handle that booty. I agree, Kathy. That was actually Derek's best chemistry was Shanice. But I don't know if he could handle that booty either, to be honest. Well, it's too bad he can't bring it to his acting, DGF. And that's a good security detail if Tyrell was able to ditch him. Honestly, I'm most invested in Jessica and Tyrell in this episode. Book Chow said, I thought when they tested him with Shanice, the writers would realize he wasn't the problem with the Ashley pairing because he did fine with Shanice. I thought they would see that too, that Ashley's the problem, but they still don't. Hello, Beslow. Don't do what? I agree, Teflon. He could have been with the Latina woman too. Tyrell better hurry these steps before her parents find him. Yeah, DGF, I like Jessica's hair too. Doc Backhand wishes Jessica had been the platinum deb. That's what I was wishing for too. We went the obvious route. I mean, Ashley trying to do some better crying now. Nothing makes me wanna watch live less than Ashley and Grayson. Well, maybe Trash and Joey, but hello, Amberlyn. Amberlyn says Derek also had good chemistry with that hot fire later lady. I thought they did have chemistry too. His best chemistry was Lulu likes Ashley's lashes. Book Chalice says Jessica and Tyrell are cute, but if they aren't caught, they are going to end up in they wait. But if they aren't caught, they are going to end up in a really special storyline, baby or college. Oh, that's true. I guess I'd rather have them caught than Jessica get knocked out. DGF says Ashley was good on Law and Order, Organized Crime with Dennis Leary. Never saw. Taiwan, are you talking about Grayson, the actor that plays Grayson? Dee Dee liked Shanice and Derek. I'd rather be watching them than Ashley and Grayson or Shanice being a idiot with Ted. Miss Blue says it should have been Grayson, not Derek. I would have been better with that. Because I could only imagine how many future episodes I'm going to have to deal with that really stupid coupling that just care so much about each other after a few fuck sessions. Dee Dee says they have a condom. So is Ashley going to blame Grayson? Maybe. Maybe that's supposed to be the obstacle that keeps them apart. Book Chow says, I tolerated Shanice and Ted, but I have grown to detest the coupling. Shanice needs to be freed, like Tomas needs to be freed from the show altogether. Shanice does need to be freed from Ted. I was liking them at first. I thought they had potential, but Ted will never not be a fool. So let Nicole or Nicole get back with Ted. Which, by the way, this is the first episode in over a month Nicole hasn't been on. Lulu says yes. I rather have Derek stay. I mean, the idiots in charge don't have a pulse on the fandom because they think they do. And yeah, we hated Derek and Ashley, but we came around to Derek and not Ashley. But here they are killing off Derek. Dee Dee says, I just don't want anybody to get fired. I mean, characters do got to die, but I do feel bad for the actor that plays Derek because I believe he moved to Atlanta just for this show. Book Chalice says someone at CBS Daytime must be approving these bad choices. They have to, because I mean, look at fucking Young and the Restless. DGF, who is Danielle Detweiler? I have no grace for Tomas, though. I have zero grace for Tomas. Because Tomas ruins other characters. And I think that's a problem. Dee Dee says Derek is a better actor now. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, I can't do this for weeks. Miss Blue, I don't think Tomas has gotten much better. DGF says Dee Dee played Mamie Till. Lulu asks, "Who the fuck is the Impaler?" I think that story is going to continue, unfortunately. Miss Blue asks, "A tad bit better." I don't think so. Bocello says, "I actually think Tomas has gotten worse. The more they require him to show feelings, he comes across as a robot." I agree with Bocello. How do they think they went to refugees and aren't getting a little frisky? Thank God they mentioned Joey so Deanna could get upset again because I was not going to have them getting along. Donnell's such a loser. That's why I can't root for him in Samantha together. Miss Blue says, I guess that Doug is not coming back. Well, the supposed reunion is supposed to happen at the end of the week. Yes, Kaiwan. Trash is trash. Book Chalice says, Vanessa just had to just defend Deanna. Mother of years, she isn't. I'm glad she did, though, because I do not want to see them getting along anytime soon if I'm going to have to stomach watching trash. Lulu says Donnell acts like his daddy Doug, or just most of the guys on this show, because these women writers like to write them all weak and dumb. B Slow 6 says next week we go back to slow and stupid. Unfortunately, you're probably right, but hopefully not. Lulu says Donnell loves his mommy. He does. Bookchella says Doug was funny though. Donnell is just blah. I agree with Bookchella. Doug was funny. And there was occasions that Doug did push back on things. Denise Hill says, I'm shocked Tomas wasn't with Kat. Well, at least we could be grateful for that one thing today, that Tomas was not involved. It's too bad he wasn't at the warehouse, though. What's up, Hemi? It's not as great as yesterday's episode, Hemi. I wouldn't say it's skippable, but it's aftermath. I'll say that. Bookchild says, I'm glad he wasn't. I don't want to see Tomas. It's bad enough he's investigating Lynette going missing. We'll never find out the truth with Dumba. Kawan says Anastasia didn't do it. It was the boyfriend. That's true, but they do hate some Anastasia. I mean, she is a asshole. I do like that June's walking around like Stone Cold Steve Austin in her heels. Yeah, Hemi, you're gonna see a lot of Ashley in the second half. Smitty involved in all that storyline for months, and he's stuck at the cotillion, not even at the aftermath of the Impaler. Lulu says, "Yeah, June isn't walking elegantly at all, walking as if she's on sneakers, but she is pretty." I think that's great acting by her, though, too. Oh, it looks like they did the deed. I mean, they do need to find a way to keep Jessica around because I do like her, but I don't know if it's gonna if I want it to be pregnancy. DGF says, "Where's Chelsea's fiance? It makes no sense." I feel like she's never on. Himi's gonna wait for my review later. I just can't. I'll be here. Bookchild says, "Ooh, Jessica's parents have a surprise coming, and it's gonna be bad for everyone involved." What's up, Aaliyah? Yeah, good for Tyrell and Jessica. Lulu says, "Wow, so they really did. Wow, I was hoping they got caught just for the drama." I'm glad they did the deed, but I don't want her to get pregnant, but I do want her to stay, so it's tough. What's up, Devin? Yeah, I don't want to spoil you. It's not as good today as yesterday, though, but catch you later, Devin. Oh, yay, Grayson's a match. Isn't he just the hero? Bobby Wobby says, "I like Himi's comments about Bianca. It's me too. She always cracks me up." Ali, I think Derek's probably going to die at the end of this episode. Bookchild, you could have stopped at Ashley. I never want to see Ashley. DGF says, Tyrell recognizing that Jessica might want to get far away from her overbearing parents would be interesting. Which does at least make sense of Jessica's character. Her parents suck. Hmm. Oh my god, another stupid guy on this show. It just gets worse. The episode just gets worse. Well, at least we had one great episode this week. Z Hicks says, "Hope Derek doesn't play out injury to win Ashley back. It's going to be hard to do that in the grave." LVS Sweetie says, "Hello, everybody. BTG is not showing over here yet." Oh, well, you must be on the West Coast or the Midwest. Bobby Wobby says, "Finally, Vanessa might be waking up. I doubt it." Kaiwan says, "We have no reason to have Joey on the show." DGF says, "Vanessa looks gorgeous, though. Those earrings." Book Chalice says, "Vanessa couldn't wait to abandon her children for Joey all the time with trash." Kathy says, "Why is Joey in everything on the show?" I'm assuming you're saying. Yeah, they like to put Joey in everything. Anita's said these storylines are too long. I am glad that they moved the well, the cotillion too, but the Impaler storyline quickly enough. But there's some long storylines like Bill and Haley that they could move along. Aaliyah says, "Did Donnell have his reunion yet, or was it just Deanna?" Nobody's had this reunion that they've spoken of in the spoilers. Thank you for watching, Phoenix. Glad you love them. I don't know if I could keep it up doing it every day, but I'm going to keep trying to do it most days a week. That's what I hope, Z Hicks, to save that horrid storyline with Vanessa and Anita said Bill's story will never be over. It seems that way. They like adding things to it to make sure it never moves. They even had Mike return from the basement to stall it even longer. Aaliyah says, "I'm glad the cotillion was this long. They rushed Winterfest." Yeah, they did much better with the cotillion compared to Winterfest. DGF says Joey's role in Doug's death is almost as bad as Luke and Laura in the something, as Herb Albert's rise plays in the background. Oh, you're talking about the rape. I mean, I guess they could kind of get out of it if Doug is really alive, because then that means Joey didn't actually kill Doug. That's the only way out if they want to keep Joey and Vanessa a thing. Who cares about these two having the same dialogue every week, back and forth? Yeah, DGF, they've definitely been trying to warm people up to Joey. Taiwan, they're not breaking up. Yeah, Leah, Samantha won. Yeah, Chelsea, your soon-to-be wife, never around, not even in her own storylines. It's over for Derek. DGF BTD is gonna have to pick up a whole lot if I'm gonna put it before my Big Brother coverage. Jacob get any tears? I mean, this is his best friend after all. Well, that was an episode. Z Hicks says Derek died. Aaliyah says, "Damn, I didn't know it'd make me cry." I'm sorry you're crying. I don't think I was invested enough in Derek. And there's a very few characters I'm invested enough that would make me cry. Although Anita got me in one of those episodes when she was really going through it. DGF says Derek can get a job on Chicago Fire. Not if he moved to Atlanta for this show, unless they taped there. Bookchella says, "So long, Derek. Wish it were a more useless person." DGF says, "A wasted Friday cliffhanger." We are getting cliffhangers on Tuesday and Wednesday. Will we actually get one on Friday? The spoilers make it seem that way. Anita said, "Who will Leslie fight with?" Well, probably everyone else on the show, because that's what she does, and that's all she does is try and annoy people. Aaliyah says maybe the Friday will be bigger. That's my hope. That's something I'm hanging on to keep me interested. Dee Dee says Derek moved to, yeah, he did move to Atlanta for this specific role. Kaiwan says Derek is gone and it makes no sense. What would the buttons plotline? I mean, working at the free clinic. I mean, I will say this about Derek's death that does annoy me because he was not involved in the Impaler storyline. So it is a cop out to me. And it doesn't make the Impaler storyline any better. All right. I will be back with my review for later. And I will probably still be back here tomorrow for the watch along and Friday too. And then next week, I'll have to see if I'm still going to be able to do this every single day because Love Island is starting soon. Thank you all for joining me. Great chat as usual. Rest in peace, Derek.